Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shay goes by.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Arts and cuss.
Yo, that's an excerpt from the movie Pompeii in 3D. Adewale is here with us right now.
Yes.
This is my kind of movie.
There you go.
I love the big epic timepieces I'm a history buff. You know this, Heather?
I do know it.
And so when I've been seeing the previews for this movie, I've been getting so excited about it. And every movie you're in, every character, it's good to know you because when you play your characters, I feel like I don't know you. You deliver well. So you take me back in those times. Adewale is here. We know him from many movies, including the inevitable defeat of Mr. and Pete, Lost, Get Rich or Die Trying, Thor. The movie list goes on and on. He's a baller, Heather B.
I know it.
And Pompeii, this is a big movie, right?
Yeah, this is as big as they get, my friend.
Yeah.
And it's, this is the reason I got into movies.
Yeah.
This is epics. This is Ben-Hur. This is Spartacus meets Titanic. This is, and I'd always wanted to do on the big screen what I've been able to do on the small screen with Adebisi, with Echo, and I finally got a character that we, as black people, can really, really not only relate to, but look up to, because this dude is bad, man.
What's his name?
His name is Atticus. He's an enslaved African who's brought to Pompeii, and because of his physical prowess, he becomes the champion gladiator of Pompeii. Wow. And, Pompeii of that day was the Vegas. And so Atticus would be the Mike Tyson. He was the man to beat.
Yeah.
And in Rome of the day, you could earn your freedom as a slave by the amount of fights that you won.
Wow.
So he's got one fight left to win his freedom. And it's with none other than the man he's imprisoned with, Mr. Jon Snow from the Game of Thrones, Kit Harington. So it's this wonderful dynamic between them.
Oh, my gosh. So, and then they're friends, but they fight to the death, right?
Well, yeah, the movie, they start off as foes,
Oh, they start off as foes.
Yeah,
okay.
and through the series of battles, they earn a respect for each other, but still, they have to go out in that arena. Each one of them wants their freedom. He's fallen in love with the princess. I want to get back to Africa from the family they've taken me from. So it's on, and we're going in there to kill each other, but, we have to live with each other.
Wow.
So now all this is played out against the impending doom of Mount Vesuvius, which is about to erupt. So there's a lot of drama, a lot of action, all of it.
That sounds like a lot of money.
Yeah.
My gosh, man. What was the budget on this film?
It's over $100 million. It's an over $100 million budget, and and it's actually been very well spent.
Yeah.
When you see the CGI on this, this movie couldn't have been done 10 years ago, because the quality of the CGI is just phenomenal. When you go in this, and I'm not saying it because I'm in it.
Yeah.
This is a ride, dude. You're gonna be ducking from the water, the rocks. You fasten your seatbelts when you go on this one.
Well, here's the thing, Adewale. Being that we're so connected here at Sway in the Morning, and that I'm a big fan of yours, it just so happens that we're going to host a premiere party.
Yep.
Next week for this movie, Pompeii in 3D.
Next Tuesday.
Word?
Yes,
Really?
I'm dead ass serious, and I'm pulling up the information right now because I want to invite anybody within the sound of my voice to come and be a part of this premiere party that Sway in the Morning is hosting next Tuesday. Hold on, let me pull up this information for you real quick.
Oh, that's
Are you in New York next week, by the way?
You know what? I'll be in LA on Tuesday. I'll be with Arsenio Hall, man.
Oh, you just stunned it on me, man.
I'm sorry, man.
But
you
going to the big leagues, man.
You know where my heart's at.
Okay,
right.
cool. All right, good. Okay, cool. You going to the big leagues, man.
No, man.
All right. Okay, this is going to be next Tuesday, and we're going to give you guys more details. If you want to come to this Pompeii premiere, see it early, hit us on swayinthemorning at gmail.com and put Pompeii. Heather B has a real admiration for for you.
Oh, man.
Right, Heather?
Okay,
now, hold on. I mean, every
She's
time I said he's
speechless.
coming by today, you got a nickname that you call him.
Well, he knows big black thing.
Big black thing.
But it's okay. That's innocent.
I'll take it all, man. I'm good.
See?
Anything from a beautiful black woman. Is
There
all
you
good.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Saying, Sway, we
Heather
made our
B.
connection
I
already.
feel like she's objectifying you though, right there, man. Big black
That's
thing.
okay.
Yeah,
And I don't even think she's talking about you as a person. I think she's
That's okay.
talking about you as an organ. She's referring to you as an organ.
But you know what? It's all me. So
In the essence.
it's all me. So I'm good.
See, I told you it was okay. On the
Jeez.
serious side, though, the last time you were here, you were very inspiring, and I wanted to talk to you about that up next.
All right. If you want to speak with Adewale, it's 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning.
But I am Elishi no Rushadai. Vestinaska. Gulfaska.
Easily can be mistaken for a sex scene, but it wasn't. It was a scene from the movie Thor, The Dark World. Adewale is here, and he was speaking this foreign tongue, this language right there. What was that language?
That was a language that was devised for the movie. It was called Elvish, and I was playing a dark elf, and it's a combination of Finnish and some other Latin language. Is very, very, very complex.
So, as an actor, when these languages are created for the sake of a role or a movie, do they give you definitions of the sounds or the words that they create, or do you just kind of imitate the sound?
No, like in this instance, they were very specific. I mean, they had it, not only written out, but they had the pronunciation, how you would say it. But to be honest with you, it doesn't really help that much. If actually it throws you off. What you got to do with a new language, you got to make it your own.
Yeah.
You got to make it feel like however you talk, you got to talk it. And because whether the people understand the language, they're going to feel you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we did. But yeah, they break it down for you.
They break it down for you. Okay. Now, we were talking earlier, and I was telling Heather how much my daughter, and you have in common. She's an aspiring. You're an actor. You're the top of the totem pole right now. She's an actress, aspiring actress. She converted herself to becoming a Buddhist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 15 years old. She did it maybe three years ago.
Oh, wow.
She wanted to become a Buddhist. So, being the open-minded dad that I am, I said, sure. Do what your heart, your spirit moves you to do.
Right.
In fact, I'll go to the temples with you. So another friend of mine who's a Buddhist, work at Revolt, used to work at MTV, showed me some temples here in New York City, and I went and chanted with my daughter. So as she had this experience, and she's diehard, chanting. You're a Buddhist, correct?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Did you grow up a Buddhist?
No, actually, I grew up Roman Catholic.
Okay.
And my parents were Muslims. So, I'd had a lot of exposure to all kind of disciplines, but it wasn't until I met Buddhism that it felt at home for me. And, two of my sisters are Buddhists as well. So about 25 years, man.
25 years.
Yeah.
Which brings up the question that you grew up Roman Catholic because Heather asked a question on air before you got here.
Oh my
about
gosh,
Roman, no, but about Roman Catholics and Buddha. What was the question?
The question was, do people of different religions?
No, say the question how you said it, Heather. We're trying to butter it up. Would a Buddhist bang out a Roman Catholic? Basically, if you Buddhist, is it still allowed that you could bang out a Roman Catholic? Go ahead. That was the question Heather asked.
It was. I remember that.
Listen, this is how it is. As a Buddhist,
Okay.
you respect all views and denominations, so you can really bang out whoever you desire.
Heather!
I asked.
Get your big black thing, Heather. Well, Sway, we had while we were speaking off air, and we were talking about Buddhism and how it relates to his acting, because in Buddhism, it's a lot about detaching yourself from the ego. And in order to be a really profound actor, you need to be able to do that in various scenes. So I'm wondering, thinking back throughout your career, what was the most challenging scene you had to do where your ego was like telling you, yo, this is so embarrassing, or you don't want to be a fool in front of these people?
I think I've had a lot, but it was at a BC actually. There was a beat, but I remember being in a scene where they come in and they want to do a urine test, and the character that you are, nobody's going to be able to take urine from me unless I'm giving it to you. And so because I'm so in the zone, I got to go with it. And being with the zone, you take it out and you pee all over them, and you say, "Hey, there's your urine." And I just did that off the cusp, and some of the other actors are behind me saying, "You don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that." But it was just what I had to do to go there, and then you had to do it again and again But so those kind of things are can be embarrassing. But for me, the most embarrassing is just getting emotional with somebody you don't know, like kissing somebody that you don't really like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't even
that you would never kiss in real life, that you're not even attracted to. You just can't see anything. You got to find a way, somebody slobbering all over your face.
Yeah.
That is, to me, that's embarrassing to me. I'm just like, I don't want to be seen doing this.
Yeah.
I would never be seen doing this, but you know what? This is not me. This is not Adewale. This is who he is. And you have to just say, disappear. You just have to say, this is what you got to do right now.
Yeah, I experience that a lot when I go to the clubs and I'm walking through the crowd.
A lot of slobbering.
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
Unwanted slobbering.
Exactly, right? And you just kind of got to deal with it.
You just say,
run
look,
with
this is not Sway.
Yeah, exactly right.
This is just what it is.
It happens, man. So you, just to be clear, pulled your slong out in front of the whole cast and pissed a few times.
Yeah.
Heather, what you thinking?
Big black thing.
We got Orlando on the phone. Orlando's on the phone from California. Good morning. Good morning, Orlando.
Good morning. I love the show. Listen to all y'all. Tracy G, Heather B, Sway. I love y'all. I'm a true citizen. I'm always listening to you all in the morning, going through the Altimeter Pass in California. I had a question. Just kind of, looking at his character, Adebisi's character, Omar, and looking at the situation with Michael Sam coming out. I guess kind of find it's kind of a little bit of a disconnect. I just wanted his opinion as an actor and dealing with a lot of different people. How is it that you have so many straight men who love Omar and love Adebisi, almost like this man crush kind of feeling for those two characters, but when a man comes out and being honest about himself, even his dad has such negative things to say about it. You can speak from your Buddhist perspective, just from your experience in life as an actor and as a man, from an African culture, whatever. Just curious, what do you see how this kind of like almost bipolarism amongst men when it comes to our gay men, black men in particular?
Well, do you know the story, though?
No.
I have to break that down for.
Michael Sam Jr., he was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. He just graduated from Missouri State University. He's actually going to the pros. He just came out as the first openly gay player that probably will go to the pros. His father spoke out against it and basically said he's from the old school and he doesn't want his grandchildren growing up in that type of environment. So it was sort of a shock. His teammates supported him, but not his dad. Right.
Well, I mean, you know what? To answer your question directly, you just got to be true to who you are, man. You can't be bothered about anybody, whatever that R is. You just got to be it, because the problem is you can't fake it. You know what I mean? When you go home, you that person, so you may as well be that person 24/7. And embrace it and love it, because if that's who you are, that's who you are, man.
What about wait, Orlando? Are you still? Yeah. What was the second part of your question? How does he feel about
man crushes?
Well, just basically, I guess since he hadn't really thought about it, I was just kind of curious, how you have, men that have kind of like this kind of bipolar kind of thing where they love Adebisi and he's obviously, bisexual or homosexual man in jail. You have Omar, who's this badass street kid who's gay, and you have all these. They
love the characters, but they don't like the people who live in the real life.
Yeah, it's just kind of like this bipolar disconnect.
Okay.
It's interesting because I have to be honest with you. I never looked at Adebisi as being a homosexual or played him in that way. I played him as somebody who, if you imagine a guy who's never getting out of prison, never going to see a woman again, what would you do? You conjure the image of a female however you can. And so I was always looking at it that way. And if it's raping someone, it was a form of punishment. That is probably the most devastating thing you could do to a man. take his manhood away and then let him walk and try to live. So I was always playing it from that perspective. But I think there can be hypocrisy in society.
Yeah.
People are afraid to be who they are and embrace something that is not goes against the norm. But I say again, man, you just got to be true to who you are.
There it is, man. Hey, Orlando, man, that's a great question, by the way. You a citizen, bro.
Sway in the morning.
Thank you, man.
All right, now listen, Pompeii.
That was heavy in the morning.
Yeah, man, we go from talking about big black things to that's what we go from.
Bipolar black things.
Exactly, right? I like that. February 21st, check out the movie Pompeii in 3D. If you want to see it sooner than that, we're doing a special movie premiere next Tuesday here in New York City. It's our party, Sway in the Morning crew here at Shade 45. Hit us up at swayinthemorning@gmail.com. We'll put your names on the list, first and last names, okay? Brother, it's always good to see you, man. All right? Happy Black History Month, man.
Yeah, so do you, man. Keep
all right,
doing your
that's
thing.
what I'm supporting. As for Black History Month, go support this movie.
Yeah.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.